Hare Krishna. Welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program on this auspicious Mokshada Ekadashi day and Gita Jayanti day. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj की जय। His Holiness Bhakti Asray Vaishnav Swami Maharaj की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामामृत गीता जयंती महोत्सव की जय। Krishna came again as Lord Chaitanya to teach us the path by which to cross the ocean of Kali Yuga. Just before the beginning of Kali Yuga, or in other words, at the end of Dwapar Yuga, Lord Sri Chaitanya appeared and left his instructions in the form of Bhagavad Gita, in which he asked all living entities to surrender unto him. Since the beginning of Kali Yuga, however, the people have practically been unable to surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, and therefore, after some 5,000 years, Krishna came again as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just to teach the entire world how to surrender unto him, unto Sri Krishna, and thus be purified. Kali Yuga is full of contamination. This is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam 12.3.51. Kaler doshe nide rajan asti hi eko mana gunaha kirta kirtanada eva krishnasya mukta sangha param rajet. This age of Kali is full of unlimited faults. Indeed, it is just like an ocean of faults, dosha nidhi. But there is one chance, one opportunity. Kirtanada eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Rajay. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can be freed from the contamination of Kali Yuga and in his original spiritual body can return home back to Godhead. This is the opportunity of Kali Yuga. When Krishna appeared, he gave his orders. And when Krishna himself appeared as a devotee, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he showed us the path by which to cross the ocean of Kali Yuga. That is the path of the Hare Krishna movement. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he ushered in the era of the Sankirtana movement. It is also said that for 10,000 years this era will continue. This means that simply by accepting the Sankirtana movement and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the fallen souls of this Kali Yuga will be delivered. After the battle of Kurukshetra, at which Bhagavad Gita was spoken, Kali Yuga continues for 4,32,000 years, of which only 5,000 years have passed. Thus, there is still balance of 4,27,000 years to come. Of these 4,27,000 years, the 10,000 years of the Sankirtana movement inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 5,000 years ago provide the opportunity for the fallen souls of Kali Yuga to take to the Krishna consciousness movement, chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and thus be delivered from the clutches of the material existence and return back to Godhead. Chant, Chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is potent always, but it is especially potent in the age of Kali. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami, while instructing Maharaj Parikshit, stressed this chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Kaler dosha nide rajan asti hi eko mana guna kirtanada eva krishnasya mukta sangha param vrije. My dear king, although the Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. It is that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.3.51. Those who have accepted the task of spreading the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in full Krishna consciousness should take this opportunity to deliver people very easily from the clutches of the material existence. Our duty, therefore, is to follow the instructions of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and preach the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world very sincerely. This is the best welfare activity for the peace and prosperity of the human society. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.5.23. Srila Prabhupada quote, 1st December 1971. Because we drink cow's milk, we should accept the cow as our mother. That is etiquette. Letter to Nayana Virama, December 1st, 1971. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. In attempting to print the second issue of Back to Godhead, Abhay encountered the same difficulty as before. Twice he requested permission to purchase newsprint, and twice the government denied his request. Paper was restricted on the account of war. On July 10, 1944, Abhay wrote third letter. With due respect, I beg to submit that under the instruction of His Divine Grace, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, the spiritual head of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, I had to start a paper under caption Back to Godhead. The very name will suggest the intention of starting such paper in the midst of the heavy turmoil through which the world is now passing. A copy of the same booklet is sent herewith for your kind perusal. In that booklet, you shall find strong world opinions, even many reputed politicians all over the world, in favor of such a movement to bring back the world into sanity by training the mind and educating human nature for the unshaking spiritual plane, considered to be the supreme need of humankind. I hope you will kindly go through the paper by making some time, and I may draw your attention especially to the introductory portion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Sarvasvachaham hridhi sannivishto mattah smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarve aham eva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chaham. Translation. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.13.43. प्राये अभयर्चितो देवो ये अप्रजगृह मेदिना कद अपत्यभृतं दुःखं येन विदन्ति दुर्भरम्. Translation. The king thought to himself, persons who have no son are certainly fortunate. They must have worshipped the Lord in their previous lives so that they would not have to suffer the unbearable unhappiness caused by a bad son. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 5.54. सब लोक बदा विप्रे दाखिया आनीला तबे से लघु विप्र कहिते लागीला. Translation. All the people of the village then called for the elderly Brahmana and brought him to their meeting place. The young Brahmana then began to speak before them as follows: Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. श्री श्री राधारास बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, हिज होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. So today is Gita Jayanti. First of all, we will like to thank everybody on the occasion of Gita Jayanti. We'll say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Had not the Gita appeared today from the mouth of Lord, we may not be having a discussion over here. And had not Lord sent Srila Prabhupada and all the Acharyas, we would have never understood the Bhagavad Gita. Lord says, Manmana bhavo madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam avashyase tveva matmanam matparayanam. Give your mind to me, Manmana bhavo madbhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, huh? Please bow down to me. Madhyaji, mam namaskuruhu, and pay your obeisances and namaskar to me. In this way, you will certainly come to me. There is no doubt for that. But the main problem is mana. How this mana can be given to the Lord. And that's why, even the Lord has given the instruction in Bhagavad Gita 5000 years ago, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamakam Sharanam Braja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshashyami Masucha. He gave the instruction. But how to surrender? And that's why Lord personally came 500 years back in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he practically showed what is the life of a devotees and the devotees who are with them. He showed that how, by just taking the shelter of the holy name continuously, one will be able to liberate from the vices of the Kali Yuga, and he can understand himself. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came to give this holy name. Harer Naam, Harer Naam Eva Kevalam, Kalobanastev Nastev Gatiranyathaha. It is predicted that this movement will go for 10,000 years in this Kali Yuga. And this will spread in each and every town and village. And we know that the main instrument in this is Hare Krishna movement, Srila Prabhupada. So the prediction of Mahaprabhu is coming through. So we have to understand that we are very fortunate that we are in this movement, and we should try to give this fortunate to others by spreading the holy name, by giving the Bhagavad Gita, and become a part in the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of mercy, wants all the Jivatma to come back to the spiritual world. And we are very fortunate that we are in ISKCON under Srila Prabhupada, and we have got a process by which we can engage ourselves in this mission to take back the Jivatma back by giving the Harinam and giving Bhagavad Gita to them. Hari Bol. This is especially this quote Prabhupada is giving because in Western culture, killing cow and eating the meat is very common over there. And that's why Srila Prabhupada says that how can you kill your mother? You know, when we get birth, we drink mother's milk. And after the mother's milk, we drink the cow's milk. So cow is also a mother. According to Shastra, there are 7 mothers. Huh? So one of the mother is earth, one of the mother is Guru Mata, one of the mother is Rajpatni, one of the mother is cow, one is a self mother. Hmm? One Brahman Patni, mother is also there. So Shastra says when you drink the milk of a cow, she is a mother. You cannot kill her. You have to worship him. This is the statement Srila Prabhupada is giving. As for Prabhupada Leela Amrita, we get the inspiration that in spite of all the problems, paper is not available because of the war. And how much trouble he is having to convince the authorities to issue the paper. He writes that you see, this is the copy of the paper, and you read it. The world leaders have admitted it. And this is the actual need. We are training the mind, the word that is used. Training of the mind and bringing the spiritual, sanctity, education to solve the problem of the world. That's why we have to print this thing. Because unless and until the mind is not trained and people are not brought to the sanity, this problem will not be solved. That is what Srila Prabhupada is trying to convince. One thing you have to understand, every Acharya have struggled. Every Acharya has used, and he clearly writes, it is the order of my Guru Maharaj. It is order of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj that I am trying to do this service. सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्नविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानपोहनं च वेदेश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत वेदविदेव चाहं. Very, very nice and very, very important shloka. On the day of Bhagavad Gita, we are reading the Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sannavishto. I am situated in everybody's heart. Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi San Mattah Smritir Jnana Pohanam Cha. From me only the remembrance and forgetfulness comes. Vedescha Sarver Aham Eva Vedyo. I am to be known from all the Vedas. Veda Videvs Chaham. Because I am the actual knower. Ved Videvs Chaham. And I am the actual compiler of the Vedas. Very, very important shloka. Haripur. As far as Bhagavatam is concerned, the king, although thought to himself, person who have no sons are certainly fortunate. They must have worshipped the Lord in their previous lives so that they would have to suffer the unbearable happiness caused by the bad son. We see in the Shastra that there are certain incidents because of their past life. Like we see the Chitraketu Maharaj incidents, where he was not destined to have a son. But somehow, by the blessings of the sadhu, he got the son and he died immediately. So, it is said that it's better not to have a son. It is said if he is not able to liberate you from the clutches of Maya, clutches of this material world. If he is not, why he is called as a Puta? Puta means there is a Puta Narka in one of the 28 Narka. So when he is able to liberate the forefathers from that, then he is actually a Putra. Otherwise, the Shastra says he is a Mutra. Here we see now the meeting is called by the entire community where all Brahmins are coming, and now the panchayat will be sitting, and this senior Brahman is going to keep quiet. The son of the Brahmanas will be saying that, see, he is making false allegation. My father has never told this, he doesn't remember, but he says that there is a Sakshi. So let's bring the Sakshi over here and we will be agreeing to it. So that is how the story will go on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.